Good morning. This is yoga for releasing your neck and lower back. All right, so we're going to get in a comfortable seat, closing down the eyes. I've said in my previous videos, if you ever have trouble sitting in your seat, just in a regular, comfortable, cross-legged position, one ankle in front of the other ankle or a foot behind your knee. If it's ever too much on your knees or your sitting bones, just prop yourself up on a block. Get your hips elevated over the knees, okay? A block, blanket, towel, anything. So you're just a little bit more supported, alleviating pressure off the knees. Anyway, find your seat, sitting up nice and tall, closing down the eyes. Drop the awareness inwards, right? So just awareness on what you feel, awareness on your emotions, awareness on your energy today, and awareness in your spine, awareness in the neck and in the shoulders. If we're able to soften a little bit there, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Notice if they want to tense up towards the ears, right? If you can just kind of soften them back down, and finding some length along the back side of your neck, broadening through the shoulder blades. Find your wingspan. Just continue to find your breath, right? So just settle in. Settle in with your emotions. Settle in with all the sensations you feel in the body, knowing that they are temporary. Inhale, fill. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, fill, expand. In the deep low belly, exhale. Belly draws in, engaging in the pelvic floor muscles. So navel in and up. Fill, expand, lengthen. Find length through the back side of the neck. Shoulders relax, soften. Exhale. Belly in. One more. Inhale, fill, expand, lengthen. Exhale. Contract, belly in. Pelvic floor in and up. Mula Bandha, energy locks, energy centers. So we want to engage in a strong pelvic floor and abdominal muscles. Supports the spine. Inhale, one more. Fill, expand, exhale. Belly in. Contracting the muscles, but not our energy field, right? As we expand on our inhale, we want to keep the expansion of our energy field. Exhale, belly in, but our energy field is still radiating, right? We're still radiating this pure white light. One more breath. Inhale. Fill, lengthen, expand. Hold at the top. Exhale. Pushing the breath out through the backside of the throat, out through the nostrils, from the heart to the lungs, out through the nose for the ujjayi breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Practicing the breath in yoga is key to a sustained yoga practice, to a progressing yoga practice. We want to really master the breath, the conscious breathing. Bringing hands to heart center, maybe settling in on an intention. So we can take the exhale out of the mouth, right? Detoxifying, cleansing out of the mouth, letting something go. But when we keep our ujjayi breath going in through the nose and out through the nose, we keep more energy inwards for ourselves, for our practice, rather than dispersing that breath and that energy more outwards, right? We want the breath in our being, in our center line. So settling in on that intention, whatever it may be. A beautiful I am blank. I am prosperous. I am anything you want to cultivate on and off your mat, right? So whatever comes to you. Keeping the eyes closed for a moment. Sealing that intention in your heart, in your thoughts. Bring the hands in front of the third eye here, the forehead. All right, and we are ready to begin. Releasing the neck. All right, so this is yoga for neck tension and lower back pain or tension. All right, so we're sitting in our seat or we're on a blanket or a block, and we're just going to drop our left ear to our left shoulder and walk the left hand out to the left. And then the right hand out to the right. Keeping a tall spine, left ear, left shoulder. If you want to intensify, we can bring the left hand to the top side of the head. Finding some nice length along that right side of the neck. Breathing. Letting go of any tension we're hanging on to in the neck, right? Noticing anything that comes up, any emotions, and just softening around them. Inhale, exhale. Like the neck is kind of a vulnerable place. So we just want to stay here for a little while to really allow that neck to release. The upper back, the neck, shoulders is an area that we hang on to a lot of tension, right? A lot of stress, anxiety, fear, emotions. Anything can come up when we start to release these tissues here. And then bring it back to center. Find a neutral spine. Maybe roll your shoulders a little bit, shrug your shoulders towards the ears and then away from the ears. And we're going to go right ear, right shoulder. Left hand walks out to the left. The right hand walks out to the right. And pop up your fingers here. Really find that length to the left side of the neck. And then the right hand can reach for the top side of the head. Be continuing to walk your left fingertips out to the left. Tall spine, belly in. Find your pelvic floor. Bring your awareness to your pelvic floor. In and up while we're here, right? Body awareness, body consciousness. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Your body will thank you later when you have a strong pelvic floor, right? When you're in your 80s. Oh, great. Thank you for strengthening those pelvic floor muscles. A couple more breaths here. Relaxing the ear towards the shoulder. Softening your hips as well, right? Notice if you're tensing up anywhere else. You don't want to allow that tension to move anywhere else in the body. We want to breathe it away. Send it away from you into the earth to be neutralized. Right? Anything that's not serving you. Release it. Give it permission to go. Let it go. Let something go. Right? Not worrying about the past or the future. It hasn't happened yet. Being present in this moment, right here, right now. Release, shake it out, roll those shoulders out. So we're going to take some big shoulder rolls forward. So we're going to bring your shoulders as forward as you can go. Forward and then up towards the ears and then back. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. So big circles, shoulders forward, shoulders up towards the ears and then back, shoulder blades down, draw down the back. we're drawing big circles with our shoulders. Bring those shoulders forward and up towards the ears, and then back and down the back. Shoulders forward, up towards the ears. Roll the shoulders down and back. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to move in the opposite direction. All right, so we started with the shoulders forward. Now we're going to bring the shoulders back and then up towards the ears, and then shoulders come forward and down. Bring the shoulders back towards the ears, shoulders forward and back down. Draw them away from the ears. Shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades together here if you can get them kind of touched to broaden through the chest. Shoulders towards the ears, shoulders forward and back down. One more. So big circles. Crunch the shoulder blades now. We actively want to do that. Shoulders towards the ears, shoulders forward and back down. Last one. Shoulders forward. Keep your tall spine. Forward and back down. Awesome. If you just want to move your hips from side to side, if it feels good, if you get kind of need to move in your seat, all right? So you can wiggle around, move your sitting bones around a little bit. We're going to drop our head back, okay? So we're going to broaden through the collarbones. We're going to spread our shoulders apart. And bring the lower jaw to meet the upper jaw. Let the head hang back as far as it will go. Lower jaw meets upper jaw. So we're lengthening and stretching out the front side of the neck muscles, opening up the throat here. Broadening through the collarbones. If it's too much, you could roll a washcloth or a little hand towel underneath the base of your head. Kind of a little bit of space there in between your neck and head. Broaden through the collarbones. Don't let the shoulders cave in, right? Lower jaw meets upper jaw. Keep breathing. Drawing your navel in on the exhale. Inhale, expand, broaden through the collarbones. Keep expanding your energy field. Exhale. And one more. Ooh, neutral spine. Roll the shoulders, shrug the shoulders a little bit. All right, chin to chest now. Keeping a tall spine, keeping a flat back. Just drop your chin to your chest and receive a nice stretch along the back side of the neck. Soften in the face, also release the jaw. You can actually bring the lower jaw away from the upper jaw here. Or bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth. All right. So chin to chest, belly in. And we're just going to make these little neck circles, okay? So we're still stretching out the back side of the neck. So we're going to bring our chin to our right shoulder. Chin to chest, chin to left shoulder. Chin to chest, chin to right shoulder. And the eyes can be open or closed. Drop it down. Chin to left shoulder. So these little half circle shapes. In the right shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. So we're just getting in some different muscles and tissues in there. All right, so with our chin to our right shoulder, we're going to open up the eyes now because we're actually going to work the eye muscles. So with the chin to the right shoulder, we're going to gaze past the right shoulder. So gaze behind your right shoulder with the eyes, roll the eyes, look back behind the right shoulder, and then look in front of the right shoulder. Keep the chin pointed to the shoulder, then gaze in front of the right shoulder. Look back behind the right shoulder, look forward. Look back behind the right shoulder, look forward. The chin towards the shoulder. Look back behind the shoulder, look forward. Look back. Eye yoga is real. There is yoga for your eyes. Strengthening the tissue inside of the eyes. Gaze back. Look forward. One more time. Gaze back. Look forward. All right, other side. Drop the chin to the chest. Tall spine. Chin to left shoulder. Gaze behind the left shoulder. In front of the left shoulder. Gaze back. Look back with the eyes. Roll the eyes. Bring the eyes forward in front of the left shoulder. Eyes look behind the shoulder, in front of the shoulder, chin to shoulder. Eyes look behind, come forward. One more time. Eyes look behind the shoulder. Last one. One more. And bring it back to center. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to bring the elbows up with our ears, palms face or touch. You can drop the head back if you want to. Sternum is lifting up. We're going to take a little side body stretch to the right. So this is going to help to release the sides and the lower back, okay? Also strengthening the neck. So left hand can plant outside of the left hip, and then the right arm is going to go elbow with the ear. So reach through your right fingertips, chin to the armpit. Keep your sitting bones grounding. Into the armpit. Reach through the fingertips. If you want to intensify here, you can bring your left forearm down to the mat, chin to the armpit. But you want to keep the sitting bones grounding. You don't want the hip bones to lift up. So gazes up. You can feel that in the neck. So if that is too much, or if it's putting strain or stress in your neck, any tension there, gaze down at your left arm or palm. Okay, so just feel around, gazing up. You can maybe even move your gaze. Gaze goes up or down. Just keep checking in with the neck. Right, we just want to be aware in any postures too. You know, when we're in a warrior, we're twisting, you know, we're doing different things here, different asanas, we'd never want to hang on to tension in the neck. So always being aware and conscious of what's going on in the neck. So you can always look up, you can always look down. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Sternum is still spinning up and release, let that go. Roll the shoulders a little bit, shrug the shoulders, bring the shoulders towards the ears. Tense and release, let them go. Drop them away from the ears one more time. Shoulders towards the ears, tense them up, squeeze them up, 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 up to the ears, release them, let them go. Maybe shake them out a little bit. Right hand outside the right hip. Left hand reaches up and overhead, getting this nice lateral stretch. Left elbow with the ear, chin to the armpit as we gaze up, or we look down at our right palm or forearm, keeping the left sitting bones grounding. Gazes up or down. Keep breathing though. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Wherever you want to look, elbow with the ear, so get this nice lateral stretch. We're reaching, 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 reaching. Sternum spinning upwards. Okay, bring it back to center. Last time. Tense and release. Shoulders towards the ears. Release them down. Up and down. Tense and release. Awesome. All right. So we are going to interlace our hands by the base of the spine. It looks like this. All right, so interlace your fingers. Press your palms together. All right. We're going to do that behind our back, behind the base of the spine. So interlace the fingers, press the palms together, draw the shoulder blades together, sternum lifting up, open up that throat again. Inhale here, exhale. We're going to bring the forehead as close to the mat or a block. So as far forward as you can bring your forehead down. It's a great place for a block. I don't have a block out here, but drop your forehead down to the mat or to a block or a couple blocks or a blanket or bolster, and send your knuckles up towards the sky. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. You know, exhale, send those knuckles up towards the sky. Send them up, send them up, send them up. So we're closing off the space in between the shoulder blades to allow new, freshly oxygenated blood to flow back in. And we're opening up the chest and the shoulders as well. One more breath here. Inhale, expand. Exhale, send your knuckles up towards the sky. Release that. Come on up. Release the bind. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders out one more time. Awesome. And then we're just going to straighten the legs out in front of us. Woo! Slowly coming out of our cross-legged posture here. The longer we're in it, the slower we need to come out of it. So easy on the knees. straighten those legs forward. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So make room for your sitting bones. You can still be on a block or a blanket if you want to, and just shake the legs out a little bit. Side to side, belly in, belly still in. We're just going to take a nice seated forward fold here. So this is all going to be sitting. We're not going to get up. This is all grounded down on our mat today for the neck and the low back. So inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Sternum lifts up, lift it up, lengthen through those side bodies that we just stretched right there, opening and lengthening. Inhale and hinge forward from the hips and reach for your ankles, your shins, your big toes. Wrap your hands around the outsides of the feet and just take a nice forward fold. So wherever you can go, your ankles, you're on the shins, or you can bring a block behind your feet. You can interlace the fingers behind the feet, or just hang on to the feet here and bring your chin towards your shins. Soften in the kneecaps, soften in the face, release the jaw. Chin to shin, bend the elbows, fold yourself in half. If you prefer to close off the throat here, bring your forehead to your knees, you're welcome to do that. Bring the lower jaw away from the upper jaw. The tongue can touch the roof of the mouth. Breathe, expand along the back side of the body here, the back side of the heart and lungs. Breathe into it. Continuing to expand in our energy field. Really allow the upper body to soften. Inhale, peek forward, find some length. Exhale one more time. Expand and fold. You really want to give these muscles some time to release, to relax. Lengthen out. You can flex the feet if you want to, making the footprint, or they can relax. You could also have a bolster here, or your a block, bringing your forehead to a block. We're just slowly going to rise up, and we're going to open up our legs wide. Nice and wide, still grounding through the sitting bones. Still going to work on that lower back. So inhale, elbows up, sternum lifts up. We're going to take our right hand to our right shin or ankle, and the left arm is going to kind of paint the sky, reaching for the right big toe. Sternum up, so we're not caving in, softening the kneecap, so we're getting into this left lower side body. Wraps around to the low back. So if you sit throughout your day, this is an excellent way to release all of the sitting that we do. Breathe. Sternum still spinning up. It doesn't matter where the left hand is, just keep it kind of engaged if you can't reach for all the way for the foot here, okay? Couple more breaths. Those sitting bones grounding. Send the hip bones back behind you. Check in with the neck. Gaze can go up or the gaze can go down, remember? But we don't want to collapse in the chest. We still want to keep the chest nice and open here. And then we're just going to inhale, reach our arms up, elbows up with the ears. Hinge forward. This nice wide-legged forward fold. Plant the palms kind of in the same line as the feet, wherever they land. Maybe you drop the forearms down, maybe the forehead comes down. Send the hips and pelvis back. Bring your chin out, or drop your forehead down to your mat or block, or wherever it lands, wherever it falls. Inhaling and exhaling. Couple more. Inhale. Big breath through the nose. Exhale it back out. Walking the hands over to the left ankle or shin. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Paint the sky with those right fingertips and reach in for that left big toe. You could have a block here as well. Sternum spinning up. Chin to the armpit, gazes up or down. Checking in with that neck. Softening in the knees. Softening in the face and releasing the jaw. Couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Walk it back to center. Pop up onto those fingertips for a moment. Chin to the mat. And slowly rise up nice and tall. All right, coming now down on your mat. Bring the legs and feet together. We're just going to slowly lower down onto our mat on our back and hug the knees into the chest. Reach for your opposite elbows, wrists, or forearms here. Really wrap your arms around the knees or the shin bones as we draw the knees in towards the chest, maybe rocking from side to side. And just letting any tension in the neck and back melt away. Those sitting bones grounding. We're going to take one happy baby, opening up the knees and feet wide, drawing the knees down towards the mat, making the footprint towards the sky. So you can bind your ankles or your shins here as you rock from side to side. Keep that low back melting into your mat. Just the neck lengthening. The whole spine is melting here. So you can also bind the insides of your feet, reaching for the outer edge of your foot. Making that footprint towards the sky here. Sitting bones down, grounding. Rocking side to side if you want to. Massaging out that low back, that sacrum area, the base of the spine. Bring your knees and feet back together and hug the knees into the chest just one more time. And we're just going to plant our feet out in front of us, a little wider than hip width apart, and let the knees drop together. Realigning the spine here. Finding our final resting pose here, Shavasana, leaving time for Shavasana always. Corpse pose. Right foot goes to the right corner of the mat, left foot to the left corner. Arms are out by our sides with our palms facing up to the sky. Lift the chin up just slightly, dropping the gaze at the space in between the eyebrows. Allowing the nervous system to be calm, right, as we settle in to the breath, settling into our bodies, releasing any tension, stress, anxiety, fear, pain, right? Just let it go. Know that you are not your emotions. We identify them, we can sit with them, but we don't want to identify with them. We can sit with them, but we don't want to identify with our emotions, right? The longer we stay in our shavasana, the more ease we have throughout our day, right? The more space for ease and peacefulness we create. We'll just slowly find our way up to our seat. So if you want to rock and roll up and down your spine a few times, putting a bend in the knees, you're welcome to do that. Or if you just want to put a bend in the knees and fall over to one side, making a little pillow with your hands, a little side facing shavasana, just anything your spine might like, wants or needs, to find your way up to your seat. Gently pressing into one palm and then the other palm to come back to our comfortable cross-legged posture here. Sitting up just a little bit taller, feeling a little bit more centered and grounded. We're going to inhale, reach our arms up and overhead. Sternum lifting up, inhale, exhale, hands come to heart center, chin to chest, bowing down, thanking yourself, thanking your body. I thank you for being here with me today and practicing this ancient practice of yoga. Namaste.